Yes.
Started shopping yet? It's December 14th.
Actually, no.
Have you started wrapping yet?
Wrapping? I don't start that
I don't usually start wrapping until Christmas Eve.
Yes, I do all my wrapping on Christmas Eve. I don't know why I leave it to the last minute, but I just do.
Well, wrapping can be very overwhelming, so we wanted
Yeah.
to know if the Ace of Spades could help us.
That's right. Jennifer Baptiste is joining us, and she's got some tips to help us organize and get it all done.
Oh, look at you. Look at that setup.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
I'm good. I am good.
All right, so tell us about your setup.
I've taken the opportunity to create 2 different wrapping stations. So it's going to be for the simple wrapping, for those that just, throw a bit of paper on it and there you go, or for the fancy ones with the bows and the bells and the whistles, everybody.
All right, so run us through station number 1.
Okay, so the first one is really just 2 the wood crates you'd get at like Joanne Michaels. And I've painted them and then put a few cup hooks on them here and here for either left-handed or right-handed scissor people. I've connected a couple in the back so you can just take and pull the wrapping paper to where you need it to wrap the present. So you can just pull, wrap, cut, and there's 3 choices.
All right, now I apologize. You got that at Michael's? What is it again that we're working with?
They're wooden crates. They're just they're usually just a regular wood colored pallet crate. They're $9.99 at Michael's. And I just painted them.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
And I put Pioneer Woman self-stick adhesive top because I never do it the way it comes.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And then the paper just comes in and out. Once you're done, you take the roll off.
Yep, and you finish your roll of wrapping paper or those toilet paper rolls we all have.
Yep.
You just cut it. You just take a piece and cut it open, and then you can just put it onto the wrapping paper to hold it from, unwinding even when you're storing it. You just cut a little piece of stick it on there.
Perfect.
That is so clever. I love it.
Can you give us some tips on, how to organize the presents that you have to wrap? Do you do the biggest ones first or the smaller ones, or what's like your number one tip?
I usually do the ones you have to hide first. The ones you have the opportunity to do that people aren't supposed to see. I usually do those first, and I try and color code by person. So I try and get enough wrapping paper so that each person gets their own. And put name tags on it. Everybody's just kind of got their own. And when you're going to somebody's house, obviously you'll put the name tag, all that stuff. But it depends on the priority, what you're trying to get done that day, really.
Right.
So Jimmy gets green, Susie gets blue, and Tommy gets yellow.
Yep. And it doesn't even have to be a pattern. Just stick with the same color. So run out of one and you have red with snowmen or red with penguins. Just stick with this similar color, so that the red's with the red and the blue's with the blue when you buy.
That is so clever. I never thought about doing that.
That's perfect. My problem is when I try to wrap things, I never have enough paper or I have way too much paper, and then I can't do the right folds.
Right, exactly.
I'm not meticulous when it comes to wrapping. I'm minimalist, like no bow, but at least the amount of Scotch tape I can use because it's all going in the trash. It kills me. So, but when you're doing something like that, you tend to wrap the center part of it. So if this was the box, you'd wrap this part and then you'd wrap it like you normally were, so those areas are covered. So you want to kind of put like a flat sheet on the box itself so that you go to fold it over, that paper's already there.
And is there certain papers that you avoid, like thick foils or really thin papers?
Oh, anything with glitter that's going to come off will have me like breathing into a paper bag. So I won't buy anything with glitter on the outside of it.
I don't blame you.
And then quality of paper, because I was going through some papers wrapping and I had got some really nice paper. And the nice paper makes a huge difference because my fingers, when I was doing stuff, going through the recycled thin cheaper. So I put Scotch tape in spots because my fingernails were like ripping it. So really glitter for me. And then a good quality paper, not a recycled one, because a lot of times they're super duper thin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a great tip about the thin paper and the thick paper. It really makes a huge difference.
It does make a huge difference.
It makes a huge difference. What would you say about ribbon? A lot of people are kind of intimidated by ribbon, myself included, because I don't know what to do with it. Is there kind of a simple way that you could do kind of a simple bow with ribbon?
Yes. Yep. So I actually just did this one because I had the ribbon that was on like the one spool, but this works better with visual ribbon. So when you put the ribbon on, it's just a simple dowel. You put the ribbon on the dowel and you pull it through just any basket that has a weave in it. And then you can just pull the ribbon. So when it's on an individual one, it will just pull that spool because this is one big thing. It's going to, for me, it's going to pull all of them. But I just want to pull. But so any kind of bag, the dowels, again, Michael's or Joann's, peanuts for these little dowels. And then you can just pull the ribbon through and wrap your, and then cut it and it's still ready to go.
Wow, that's awesome.
Perfect.
It's like my dental floss.
It's perfectly organized there.
It's completely awesome. That's wonderful. All right, and anything else you can share with us, Jen?
No, just don't wait till the last minute.
Yeah.
Because it gets very stressful and you're to the point where you're just like, whatever, and just slapping it together. And there's, if you do like to take the time, do the ones that, it doesn't matter if anybody sees it. So bring them out, take the time to do, and just enjoy it. I mean, this has been a crazy year. So to just enjoy.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Jennifer. We appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you. And to learn more about Jen and her services, visit ACE. Okay,
Ace of Space CT.com.
Okay, there it is. AceofSpaceCT.com.